But yeah, a lot of people have been telling me that Shock G is playing the role of Pooh Shiesty, so I did some research. And when I saw this picture, I saw it right away, to be honest. So like I always say, this is just my opinion. Be sure to do your own research and let me know what you guys find. The weird thing about this one is that Shock G is way older than Pooh Shiesty, so that might throw off a lot of people. And he has this crazy hair and this weird beard to kind of throw us off. But his beard looks fake in my opinion. And when you compare these two pictures, they look very similar. So I don't know about you guys, but I can see it. And unless Shock G has a son that we don't know about, I think this is actually Shock G playing this role. And it's not that hard for them to look younger with all this makeup and prosthetics, because I'm going to make a video very soon about the prosthetics. That way you guys can see how it works. But they can make you look very young, and they can also make you look very old too. And I noticed that they're pushing Pooh Shiesty on us a lot because, he came out of nowhere, and of course all of his music is about killing. So it's obvious that he's promoting that agenda to try to get people to kill each other. Because at the end of the day, that's what this music is about. People listen to this kind of music and it makes them want to kill each other, and that's exactly what they want. So that's why I like to make these videos, because if you guys notice, a lot of these new rappers, they're all promoting killing. That's all you hear on the radio. It's almost like you can't even get big without talking about killing somebody. If your songs are positive, they're not going to get put on the radio. But if they're about killing, you're going to be #1 played on the radio. So it's crazy how that's what we like to listen to nowadays, So Pooh Shiesty is always active on social media, right? So I went to Shock G's Twitter and he hasn't posted a picture since 2015. And then he got locked up in 2017. And coincidentally, Pooh Shiesty started rapping in 2018. So you guys think that's a coincidence? I noticed that when a lot of these rappers play different roles, they usually get locked up right before. And the song that blew him up is called Back in Blood, and it dropped on November 5th. And King Von faked his death on November 6th. So isn't that crazy that they dropped this song called Back in Blood a day before King Von dies? And I'm going to make a video about Durk too, because Tyga is playing the role of Lil Durk. And it's so obvious because their voices are exactly the same. And I'm going to drop another video on King Von too, so stay tuned for that. And Pooh Shiesty is wearing a mask in the Back in Blood music video. So Shock G is doing the pyramid symbolism right here. It's obvious that he sold out. And they look exactly the same to me, especially when you compare the older pictures of him. And Pooh Shiesty is signed to Gucci, right? And we all know that this is not the real Gucci, especially in this picture right here. Like, there's no way people actually think this is the real Gucci. His beard looks so fake. And I noticed that Pooh Shiesty is throwing up this W right here. And Shock G does the same thing. And Shock G was around Tupac and he throws up the same thing. And it's weird how they both have a wig on in this picture. Alright, so Shock G's height is 1.82 meters. And when you convert that into feet, it's 5.97, which is basically 5'10". And of course, Pooh Shiesty is 5'10" as well. And Pooh Shiesty's brother recently died. And I don't believe any of these people died. And it's so obvious that it was scripted because he died as soon as he blew up. So Shock G was in Digital Underground, which equals 283. And Pooh Shiesty equals 138. And as you guys know, murder equals 38 and 83. And then rapper and killing equals 38. And then death equals 38. So just the fact that Pooh Shiesty equals 138, that makes it clear that either he's going to fake his death or somebody around him is going to fake their death. So Lontrell Williams is Pooh Shiesty's real name, and it equals 71. And Gregory Jacobs is Shock G's real name, and it equals 71. And then Pooh and Shock G both equal 27. And this is crazy because every single number has the same value. So when you add up all the numbers, they all have the same value because 6 plus 3 is 9. And then 5 plus 4 is 9. And then both of them are 27, and 2 plus 7 is 9. And then 5 plus 4 is 9, and 9 plus 9 is 18, and 1 plus 8 is 9. And then Pooh is 9, and Shock G is 27, and 2 plus 7 is 9. So that's a crazy coincidence, guys, the fact that every single number has the same numerology. And then here's another crazy coincidence. Masonry and Shiesty all have the same numbers. Look at that, 105, 33, 84, and 39. So they all have the exact same numbers. That can't be a coincidence. So Before They Were Famous made a video about Pooh Shiesty, and they have a picture of Shock G on the cover. That can't be a coincidence. And when you go to their Facebook, it's still there. So they put that for a reason, because they know that before Pooh Shiesty was famous, he was actually Shock G. And these are all the comments of people that noticed it. Is so many people. There's like 50 comments of people saying that they put Shock G on the thumbnail. So I don't know if they put Shock G on the cover on purpose or if it was by accident. But I like how they did that, because a lot of people started noticing that he looks a lot like Shock G. And shout out to Money Motivated Stars, he also noticed it. I like this guy's comment because he said, plot twist, back in the day, Pooh was known as Shock G. And that's true, because he used to be Shock G back in the day. And here's a picture of him with Tupac. And this is the picture that they used on the thumbnail. And it's funny because if you go to the video now, they have a picture of Pooh Shiesty on there. So I'm pretty sure they saw all the comments of people saying Shock G was on the cover. But when you watch the video, you can see the original thumbnail and Shock G is on the cover. His hair is completely fake. And it's so obvious because he's moving his hair in this video. And his hairline is literally moving up and down. And I want to give a shout out to Stranger Life because he was the first one to make a video about this.